feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't ride no wave.
There's more. They're saying evidence related to Durk, Banks directed and ordered violence against rivals. And said there's evidence relating to Durk bounty for the killing of Stephon Mack. Remember, he's not charged for it, but they continue to use this on January 27, 2022, as charged in U.S. versus Montgomery and Wilson. So yeah, the other last person's name was Montgomery. So you got Montgomery and Wilson. Including but not limited to surveillance footage of the shooting, text message recovered from the defendant Montgomery Wilson's cell phone discussing. Oh, never mind, there's somebody else. My bad. Montgomery Wilson is one name. I'm sorry. Discussing payment from OTF. So in addition to an audio file that's been previously introduced to you in Discovery, the government will produce this Oh, they're talking about shit. The government will produce screen captures of these comments. Okay, cool. It says Banks for the murder. Said there's a Facebook story from Montgomery Wilson's account showing him holding money while a song by defendant Banks is playing in the background. And there's a DNA and fingerprint analysis linking Montgomery Wilson and Powell. Okay, Powell was the last name, I'm sorry. To the shooter's vehicle. The evidence that the defendant Banks and others was involved in the murder of SR, that's Lil Pop, sought to exact revenge on another rival, blah, blah, specifically in the April 2023 text messages by defendant Banks and OTF members, including Didi, and also Booney Mo and PW1. What's PW1? It shows defendant Banks feud with OTF or Oblock member Moona Duke over the Banks' belief that Oblock members were not properly retaliating for Bennett's death. In the thread, Banks states, "I'm finna pipe it up," to which Booney Mo says, "Blood, it's green light." So it's a car emoji. It's green light. I'm getting shit together now. No phones. As set forth in Cooperator Discovery. Wow, there is a snitch. Produced to you, the government expects PW1 will testify that in response to Banks' direction to exact revenge on Oblock members, PW1 looked like a snitch, and Booney Mo purchased a vehicle with funds from Banks to travel to Oblock and kill whatever Oblock members they could find. Wow. Now this is explosive here, chat. This shows that they claim that Durk was so willing to do anything to exact revenge on the people who weren't sliding for Vaughn that he told somebody else. Booney Mo, he says, yo, it's green light for them niggas. If they not sliding, they gotta go. Now, this is all alleged, and we would never put those, these flabbergasting, flagrant accusations on our brother, Lil Durk. Nah, we wouldn't put these on him, but this is what the government is claiming. I will be honest. Wow. PW1 is also expected to testify that PW1 would have been expected to be paid by Durk for anyone the conspirators killed, but that the conspirators did not go through with the plan because of the police presence on Oblock. Wow. They're saying Booney Mo and who's PW1? So PW1 is cooperating. Chat, what's PW1? Help me out here, people. What's PW1? PW1, who is that? What is that? Chat, talk to me. Talk to me, chat. Y'all sleeping? Y'all sleeping, chat? What's PW1? Like we could scroll up and find the association of what it would mean. What's PW1? Protected witness? I didn't say who it is. I'm saying what is it designating? Like the acronym. Yeah, protected witness. I see a bunch of people saying, okay, protected. Okay, so that's a snitch. For a fact. Okay. So they were going to go kill. This is after an argument. Let's make this, again, Drill, this is a whole new clip. Make sure you got this right, Drill. Don't lump all this in one. People want to know. They're saying Durk was going to have Booney Mo go kill Mona Duke and any other Oblock members who wasn't sliding. Wow. Now, I don't believe the good brother Durk would do no such thing like this. And I think this is all cap. The good brother Durk wouldn't do nothing like that. I met that good brother Durk, and he was a polite Muslim. He was into the faith. He wanted to get on the carpet and pray to Allah. He believed in all of the things religion brought you. What they are saying about the good brother Durk, I'm not going with. I ain't going with it. Anyway, evidence that defendant Banks and other OTF members who was involved in the murder of SR discussed violence against another rival of Banks at the defendant Banks' directions. Specifically, an April 2023 text message between Banks, Booney Mo. Is Booney Mo locked up? Is Booney Mo locked up? And Zoo, Devon Shea Collier. Is this? All right, let me not say his name, because the last time he said I said his name, he said they raided his house. He blamed me. I'm like, no, nigga, it's your crimes that did that, not me. And somebody else, where he sends a screenshot of an Instagram message he sent to Richo Lamron that says, I got them hunting. I got them hunting you. I got them hunting you up. Ads better have 3 ski masks on. Oh, so this is the guy who was getting hunted. Richo Lamron 300. Richo Lamron 300. Is he still on Instagram? Wow, he is. So they're claiming that Durk was going to have him as a pack. He was going to be in a blunt. Wow. So Durk allegedly was going to turn his TV off, rock his snot box. These are all allegations, probably lies. The good brother Durk would never do something like that. Durk is a man of faith. I don't believe this. I don't believe this. So Durk told him there was going to be 3 niggas with ski masks coming at him. Count his days. Is he still alive, or is he posing from the grave? I got to. Okay, he posted memes. Nah, Durk was on his ass. Nah, Durk was on this nigga's ass. Holy. People tell him, don't snitch on Schmirk, bro. Let that man come home. Keep it in the streets. Please don't snitch on Schmirk. Now, if he was the protected witness, they wouldn't mention him, so I don't think it's him. Damn. So they're saying Durk hit the button on him. Damn. In April 2023, now, you know what we're noticing from here? Look like Durk kept it good, and you know, I'm going to speak out of term a little bit. I want to speak, and by the way, new clip, Drill. This is a new clip right here. I have a theory why OTF were caught just off of this. Real talk. Here's my theory. Durk and them, I ain't saying Durk did nothing, but let's say maybe he did. I don't want to talk about what he may have did. Let's just say Durk was doing his thing. If we read all this police document and this, like, you know, indictment and memorandums and all these like motions and everything carefully, and this is like, you know, addition into a memorandum here, or a motion actually. You know what it tells me? Durk got locked up once he started feuding internally. It's like the feds was watching him the whole time, but they couldn't get to him. But it wasn't until he started beefing internally. Remember, Durk became Muslim. Durk started telling some of them niggas, kick rocks. So now these niggas, they, some of them, like, they dead broke. Durk trading them out. The feds didn't really get up with Schmirk until he start going back and forth. This is why sometimes it pays to not jump from crew to crew to crew, because here's the thing. All of these niggas, they think they taking penitentiary chances for you. They taking life chances for you. They feel you indebted to them for life. So when shit don't go good, they're the ones flipping. They're the ones that's going to start making you act out of character. But it appears that the government start getting, remember, Durk don't got nothing on the phone. There's nothing with Durk in the phone. But shit is so hectic internally that we didn't know that Durk is sending pictures of niggas and with wild shit. Like, I said before, there's no really dead to right shit with Durk. I still don't think there is, but this is too much. Remember, the murder doesn't happen. Like, they don't have nothing with Durk talking about the murder like this. Like, oh yeah, we put that nigga in a pack. Oh, we smoking on. None of that. Not for Lil Pop. Where do they have incriminating evidence? They said they got text threads between Banks, Booney Mo, OTF, and Zoo where Durk is sending messages, sends a screenshot of a message he said to this guy, which it says, I got them hunting you. You better have, it says, better have 3 ski masks on. That's not Durk. This is out of character, chat. This is out of character for Schmirk. Schmirk don't be doing the young thug and doing what these other niggas doing. Like, Schmirk don't say nothing about nothing. No disrespect to Thug, but you get what I'm saying. He don't do the chatty patty. So Durk sending a message where he's lightweight threatening somebody in a group chat is like, you could tell he's probably trying to amp his guys up who's still on the squad to say, fuck that nigga. I told that nigga's up. Fuck him. But now that's giving more information and details to the feds. Oh, okay. They beefing with each other. They beefing with each other. Okay, bet. Say less. Right? By the way, very age-old strategy by the feds. The feds allowed 6ix9ine and Shotty and them and 9 Trey to go do what they were shooting at everybody. They were doing shit that people were like, do the cops don't know how to investigate? The only time they locked niggas up was when 6ix9ine and Shotty them started beefing with each other. Think about that, chat. They locked niggas up once the internal beef happened. Internal. Be honest. When did 6ix9ine get locked up? The day after he said, fuck them dirty bloods and this, that, and third, and they realized they was about to kill 6ix9ine. Everybody locked up. We're seeing 2023. Remember, the murder happened in 2022. They don't have Durk saying nothing other than one thing. Don't book no flights with my name on there. Nothing else. But they're wrapping this as a conspiracy based on how hot Durk was talking internally, not about ops, about niggas that they knew. Yo, I told that nigga, I got him hunt your ass. I gotta hunt your ass. You better have 3 ski masks on. He's sending to his homies. Durk letting him know, like, yo, nigga, I let that nigga, what's up? Then they got a audio voice message from Durk, close associates, Booney Mo, who sent it to the protective witness or prosecutor, whoever you want to call this person. And it says in the voice message, Booney Mo conveys the direction from OTF leader Durk saying, and they called Durk supposedly blood. He says about how defendant Banks wants his money spent, including he want people to get sliders and stuff like that for show, referring to vehicles used to commit criminal activity. Wow. Durk admissions and lyrics about paying for bounties and directing violence include Aha, where he says, smirk, slide, don't respond to shit with Vaughn. I'm like, fuck it, you tripping, go get your gun. They dropping locations. I'm getting it. It done. Fuck tweeting. We sliding. The feds. That's my song. We be sliding through their block, but they don't know we have. Buddy ass got. But I could show his ass. Then rumors. You say, I don't want no niggas who you catch. I want the one I paid for. Trolling ass. We shot your homie. I like that song too. Can't cap. Then Schoolman's ass says, popping traffic, we in Cali. Ride through Beverly Hills with choppers. Down to see the oppas. Bounty hunter, you ready to crack that little bitch to get her up. Oh, shit. God damn, man. Now, here's the thing. I want to make it very clear, y'all, that even though, and I think this is why people think Didi has flipped on, Durk, that's not true. This thing here was a government notice. So the government notified. They notified the parties. Actually, I think this should have been sealed. And by the way, they took down this document. That's what I'm saying. Durk all day got it. But like, I couldn't find this on the docket. Because I think some of this stuff detailed some privileged things, even though they were careful still. And they also outlined the government's strategy. So this was not supposed to be known. So what happens when you file a motion, you usually quote the supporting documents as exhibits or whatever, and that's what Didi did. He's basically saying all this evidence y'all got against Durk got nothing to do with me. Why you got me charged with Durk? And that doesn't mean he's going against Durk. That just means he wants his case severed, and I'm telling you, if it's severed, it helps Durk. Because one of the main connective tissue to this conspiracy is saying that Durk told Didi to hire niggas. Didi's saying, I ain't get told to hire nobody. And I ain't hiring nobody. Fuck is you talking about? Why would I hire someone? That's his thing. Interesting. Let's listen a little bit to what Jake was saying. Let's see if he gets to anything that's different for me.
From Durk to travel to Oblock and kill whatever members they could find. He also agreed to testify that he would have expected to have been paid for the murder, but the plan didn't go through because of the police presence in Oblock. These texts were from 2023. In 2025, 31-year-old Munna Duke would be killed outside a bar with Oblock youngin'.
Turning to breaking news from overnight on Chicago's north side. Chicago police say 2 people were shot and killed and a third person was hurt. This happened early this morning near Broadway and Rosemont. It's still unknown what led up to that shooting. So far, no one is in custody.
At this time, no one has been charged with the shooting, and in no way has Durk been connected. If Durk is able to beat this case off a technicality like the prosecutor is illegally working, that would be some insane shit. But in all reality, he'd most likely just get re-indicted, or at least that's what I would assume. It's hard to say if any of this is looking good or at least better for Durk, because the accusations are still punishable by forever and don't seem to be letting off that forever part. The feds would also highlight Durk as showing a repeated disrespect and willingness to impede the judicial process.
Apple Watch, baby.
From phone violations to getting caught with an Apple Watch, the feds would claim Durk has escalated his defiance of BOP rules that keep witnesses and others safe. They'd find it even more troubling that instead of accepting responsibility, Durk attempted to destroy the watch and impede the investigation. Not saying it can't happen, but I highly doubt Durk will ever get a bond in this case. This is going straight to trial unless Durk is offered a deal he can't refuse. But that's just my opinion.
Now, here's another thing to consider. And I know some people might be like, yo, why is he stupid to be having an Apple Watch? His lawyer probably already told him, bro, they're not going to give you a bond no matter what. So, like, you got to survive behind bars, right? Like, you're going to have to federal trials go way quicker than state. Like, obviously, like, Windham and Melly been waiting for like 7 years for a trial. Well, he already got one, but he's waiting for a second one, right? in federal court, they're gonna try to give you a trial like within the year. They're not trying to wait 8 years to put you on trial. They move at an expedited pace. If you're down to move at an expedited pace, and Durk want to get home, so he wants to move at an expedited pace. So it's like he's not gonna get a bond, so he's not gonna be in jail trying to be a choir boy. Like yo, give me a watch, give me a phone, give me an iPad. Yo, I'm over here like, yo, I gotta go find some bitches on Baddie Hub. Like yo, I'm about to go do my thing. Like yo, I gotta go tap in with Big Act when he's streaming. I gotta see what's popping out here. Like. You're not giving me a bond anyway, so what they're bringing up is like it's like water in the bridge. It's no way Durk is sitting there like he's paying the best attorneys. They're not saying, nah, bro, you gotta just be a choir boy. They're gonna let you out. No, this is a charge that carries life. Those charges, they usually presume that there is a risk of flight, and also they presume, especially for violent charges, that you're a danger to the community. So he ain't getting out. So like he doing his thing in there. So I hope he got another Apple Watch or whatever. Man, let that man cook, bro.
Opinion, and we'll just have to wait and see how this case plays out. Now, one thing about it, coming from somebody that's been in jail, having a criminal case go on, I had a public defender. I didn't have a fucking Drew Finley. And I feel like the majority of America will never have a Drew Finley. We'll never know what it's like to be represented by a lawyer of that caliber unless you're making crazy money. But when your lawyer or your public defender comes up with a motion to dismiss, it sounds great. You're thinking to yourself like, oh, hell yeah, yeah, they're going to go for that. Yeah, they got to throw it away. I just beat this case, I'm good. And then it goes to the courts and they're like, we ain't going for it. The decision is up to them regardless. So they can make something sound great. Beating this off a technicality, throwing out the curveball that the top federal prosecutor isn't even supposed to be in his position is crazy. And the fact that so many federal public defenders have all filed against this man, if Drew Finley is able to get him thrown out, that would be insane. But the feds are on top of everything. They even accused Durk of having Drew Finley go on Vlad TV to make Durk look better in the eyes of the public. Like, the feds are on everything. They watched the DJ Akademiks interview of him talking about how do you feel when people say slide for Vaughn. They listened to all the lyrics about him talking about slide for Vaughn. They're watching everything. And they're trying to manipulate every situation they can to get the conviction that they essentially want. Now here's the thing, when you file a motion saying, look, we want the specifics, we want to know how coded language was used, we want to know who said what to who, the feds can only respond by letting it be known. All right, this is who said what. This is what was said. But when they do that, Durk's team is going to now be able to build a defense towards that. So I don't think this motion was necessarily to dismiss everything. I think it was more so to force the feds to release the information so that Durk's legal team can better attack them and do a better job at defending him when it comes down to trial. I think that this is all tactics right now. We're
100%.
watching a $1 million lawyer play. He's playing ball, and he's playing ball with the feds. And
by the way, yeah, sometimes playing ball also results in you filing motions that don't get accepted. You gotta figure out more information in where the government stands with certain things to know how you could properly combat stuff. And I think that's what Drew Finland's doing. So like, I know some people they're really bent up on some of these motions, whether they're granted or denied. But you have to realize this is going to be a chess game all throughout. Like they're going to get to the part of what's going to be admissible in trial. They're going to fight over this damn jury thing, because I'm pretty sure Durk is like, nah, I want the juries to be known. Why? You might have that one OTF juror who says, fuck that. I'm not putting that nigga in jail no matter what. Fuck you niggas. They sat through the trial. They're like, fuck you niggas. We're going to do a hung jury even if y'all all think he guilty. We're not doing it. So I don't think they want that to, they're going to fight over everything, right? They're going to fight over everything. All right. Let me call Whack 100. Whack